AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. Y'all know what this is. AllBall TV reaction. We're reacting to everything hot in the sports world. You're coming from New York, you know we usually keep it with the Knicks, but come on, man. This is bigger than just the Knicks. AllBall's been saying it all year long. We are title contenders. We are title contenders, Fabe. How long I've been saying that? Who the only one been saying that, Fabe? And not only did he don't need me to co-sign. Forget me, AllBall. You got the most major co-sign in recent NBA history, big dog. The big joker got something to say about the Knicks and their title contention.
This team hurt you guys this year. What makes them so tough?
I think they hurt us last couple of years. You know, they're playing really well. They're well coached. They know what they're pushing the pace, and even in the half course, they know what they're doing. So they're really good. They're a really good team, and I think they are the favorites. Not a favorite, like top 5 candidates for the title.
Little Freudian slip there, Joker. I think they're the favorites. I think they're the favorites. No. We heard you the first time, big Joker. AllBall. I think they're the favorites. You know that's a thumbnail.
Now, how long have I been saying this? But there's no bigger cosign. The best player in the league with probably one of the highest IQs in basketball. We play him and we smoke their boots every time. He said it, y'all. Like I said, I'm fine with top 5 because you have Cleveland, you have Boston, you have OKC. So we could be the 4th or the 5th. Either one, I'm fine. But I'm glad someone of that stature, of that caliber, is giving us our props. Because nobody but real Knicks fans gives the Knicks props. None of these networks. Remember, we did a show the other day. What I said, we beat the joke in them last night. Today, network should have been leading off with the Knicks are looking like title contenders. And no network led off with that. But when OKC or Lakers or Boston or now Cleveland is the darlings, when they do great and have great games, they get propped up. But we have the best player in the last 4 to 5 years speak the truth. The Knicks are title contenders. We are legit and we are the real deal. We have 2 players on any given night can be the best players on the floor. We have now a guy, Jalen Brunson, who was creeping up into that MVP conversation. Cat kind of took a seat back. You know, he's injured. But Brunson is turning into big body Brunson. Big shout out Kendrick Perkins. Listen, you got to listen to a guy like the Joker. Best player in the league, high IQ, knows the game, plays at a very high level. And when he says something like that, you got to listen. And I'm just glad that a guy like that said that. Because it's sad that you got guys like Kenny the Jet Smith that's from New York. Yeah, I'm putting them on the hot seat. And you don't give us our props. You got guys like Stephen A. Smith, who is from New York, who don't talk like this. You have to get a guy from Serbia that plays in Denver to tell the truth about the Knicks. That's how you know. So, listen, man, I've been saying it all season. People have been saying I'm crazy. We are playing the best basketball right now in the past couple weeks. But I agree with the Joker. Now, you know, he did slip up and say, you know, we are the favorites. But even with us being top 5, I'm fine with that. But we are legit, Fabian. And just your thoughts, how you feel about what the Joker said. Is he exaggerating or... Because remember, a lot of y'all, you know, y'all don't want to take it too far and jump off the ledge. You know, I'm going to jump off the ledge all the time. But what is your thoughts? Are you starting to come along a little bit?
Well, you know, last year I felt the same way. Y'all thought I was jumping off the ledge. And I said we didn't
True.
need Randall because I saw the balance there. And this year I didn't see it. And it was primarily because of Cat. I didn't know he was going to show up. I don't care what you say, AllBall. He was soft. Everybody knew it. It was not just some narrative. You want to call it a narrative. It wasn't a false narrative. It was real. And this year, there's a new real narrative that Cat was an MVP candidate for about a month and a half. Then he got hurt. We went on a slide. We were losing games. And now Brunson's coming around and being the MVP like he was last year. Tom Thibodeau is turning into a coach of the year candidate again. Joker feels they feel what's going on. And he said it like, yo, even in there, I don't know if you really got to see all that. But he said they've heard us the last couple of years. They're playing really well. They're well coached. They know what they're doing. They're really a good team. Top 5 candidates for the title. They've been killing us the last couple years. They're well coached. He's like, there was just straight jokes about us before. And like you said, for him to co-sign it is a different level. That's the
Right.
MVP saying that.
Right.
And what we did to him yesterday, it was not a shock, still surprising because he's Joker. But we didn't even get to put OG on him like that. I saw what OG did to him before. That's the guy that everybody's overlooking that was guarding him. That's what made me go, hold on, this OG's like that? I didn't know who the hell is this guy? He guarded Embiid, guarded Giannis, and he guards Joker. He knows what's going on. Well balanced. Josh Hart. Mike Malone was going crazy about Josh Hart. He was going crazy about Josh Hart. If I'm not mistaken, call him a top 25 player in the league or something like that. But who wouldn't want to? If you're Mike Malone, you don't think you're craving to have a guy. There's no coach in the world who would want to have Josh Hart on their team right now.
Right.
Especially with the trend in the NBA with what you talk about. You know, that another reason why I like last year's team is because they remind me of the 90s Knicks. And this year, I don't know if they're going to remind me of that, but maybe they're going to remind us of the 70s Knicks. Because Walt Frazier's always talking about like, yo, that's how we used to play. I never heard Walt Frazier talk like that about us. That's how we used to play when we won a chip. What? And again, 2 guys in the All-Star game for the first time since Walt Clyde.
And starting, don't forget, not reserves, 2 guys starting in the All-Star game.
Come on, man. The Rolls Royce backcourt. You kidding me? One of the smoothest nicknames of all time. Even what y'all said yesterday, I know people was trying to troll a little bit in the comments saying, you know, the Rockets, and we kind of like overreacted a little bit too fast, saying that the Rockets we ain't thinking about them. To be honest, I'm thinking about every great team out there and how we perform against them. The Lakers, I don't want to overlook them, but they're not going to present the matchup in defense that I'm looking to get challenged by. The Rockets do. I can't wait to play the Rockets. I can't wait to play the good teams now. I didn't feel like that all season, ball.
Yeah, well, great point, but I don't think we overlooked the Rockets. My opinion, or what I said was, I worry about them when we play them. I'm not going to overlook the Lakers because let's see what happens with Anthony Davis. And we know no matter how I feel about LeBron James, he's still a great player and he still could come into the Garden and give us 40 or 50. So I'm never going to overlook the Houston Rockets because what Ime Udoka's doing over there with that crew is legendary. But we don't play them yet. And everybody knows how sports is. Go ahead and overlook the team you're playing, worrying about next week, and go ahead and you wind up losing those 1 or 2 games. No, let's play the guys that's in front of us now. Then when we get to Houston, we'll break that down and see what happens. But, getting back to what Joker said, I got to give a big shout out to Joker. And he made me a fan because it's very rare that, you get guys to tell the truth. And it just seems like it's the same narrative for the same teams and the same players. It's time for people to start giving the Knicks their props. This is the 3rd season that we have been relevant. Simple and plain. And we know last season we was riddled with injuries, and we know how the season would have turned out if everybody was fully healthy with a Randall, a Mitch, and an OG fully healthy. We might have went to the finals. So I'm just glad a guy like Joker of that caliber, like I said, best player in the league the last 4 or 5 years, smart basketball player, you got to listen to what he say because he rarely talks. He's not into none of this social media, none of this BS and playing games. So when guys like that say something, you have to listen. And for him to say that, I got to respect that because, like I said, I'm going to say it again and I'm going to let you finish off. Pause. Only Knicks fans give the Knicks their props. Simple and plain. All these networks, they still try to clown us. Like I said, we are 3 seed, 1 game behind Boston. Why aren't we spoken about more when it comes to title contention? Why not? So big shout out to the Joker for speaking the truth and not going with the narrative and not afraid to say that, because I think a lot of players are afraid to say what he said because it's not the cool thing to say.
But also, after getting smacked around like that, because y'all try to fight back, but you really couldn't. Got 2 fouls in the first quarter. You were off your game for some reason, giving us credit just as a, man to man. Thanks, Joker. I appreciate that, man. But for finally somebody getting on that stage and letting them know how we feel about these Knicks, man. That means a lot, old ball. Come on, man. It's the MVP saying our team is great, man. Some of y'all be talking too much. We'll get into you, Mr. Draymond Green, very soon, you bum ass. Oh, ball, baby. Come on, man. Tune in. After every game, Knicks Rehab. After every single game. You might not catch me on the West Coast, though. You might not catch me with those games. But old ball staying up because he's crazy. He's the crazy lunatic Knicks fan. We live?
Big Flea. Oh. Never the little one.
Oops. All ball suckers. Huh?
I play Flea's drop by accident.
I don't even hear the drops.
I know you don't. We out of here, baby. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.